Alright, everybody. Let me just see. Okay, so we are finally live. I'm just joining the Radman server very quickly. So good evening, everyone. I'm gonna be doing a cast today of ExCaL versus DoMiNaToR. Best of 13 challenge. And format's in the description. It's a best of 13 random reverse challenge. DoMiNaToR picks the first map, and it just goes random reverse. If it comes to a decider, it'll be an air mirror on Oil Rampage. And it is a $200 sponsored challenge by Omar Fagadi. And I was just informed if there is a winner who gets 7-0, then the winner actually gets $250. And what's interesting about this challenge is that the sponsor actually wants to co-cast with me as well. So I'm actually about to ring up the sponsor, and as he'd like to co-cast this set with me, so I'll give him a phone call on Discord. I've just been told DoMiNaToR host of the game. Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Hi.
Hello, nice to hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, nice to finally speak to you, man.
All right, I see Domi's hosted, so I'm just joining him real quick. One moment.
Okay.
We're in the Radman server that was posted in the Discord group.
Yeah, I think I'm on it already. Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay.
Wanna do lag test first?
Sure. Shaving weird today. Asked for clan war, I accepted, then he refused. It's just the part of the personalities in 0R.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see here. So, we're just waiting on the slide test a little bit. So, tell me, what got you interested to sponsor this challenge?
A lot of reasons actually. I haven't seen a Domi versus ExCaL since a very long time, at
Mhm.
least. It's always you versus ExCaL. So yeah, I thought it could be very, very interesting.
Yeah, I usually don't see Dominator play that much in challenges. He's usually on and off. When he's playing well, he does play pretty well. Then again,
Yeah,
he
he
is
does.
he is against ExCaL, who is no slouch, so it's gonna be pretty tough for him, I reckon.
Yeah. I actually have a prediction in mind.
Domi's saying could be 10 with screen share. Wait, try leaving the game and
Sure.
let me see how the latency goes. What's your
Okay.
prediction?
I'll leave it till we watch the set because I believe someone is going to be rolling or steam rolling actually 7-0. So let's see.
Okay, should be fun to see if
Yeah.
that is the case. Okay, let me see the ping. So, ping's about 15 with you not observing. It's kind of the same. It's just a couple late. Actually, no, it's going down. Okay. We might do a screen share actually in that case. Yeah, it's going to 10 now. I think, yeah, we can try stream share if you can.
Okay.
Let me just open it on
And
my Discord. Let me know if it's working for you.
sure. Mm,
Wait, my game froze for a second. 1 second.
yeah. Yeah, it's working.
Yeah. Just a moment. For some reason, it's freezing the screen on my end. Like I can see my cursor, but not the actual game.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Do you see the game
I see
frozen?
the cursor. Yeah, the game is frozen, but the cursor is moving.
Okay, just a second, because I think Discord messed up a little bit. Wait. Oh, it fixed itself. Okay, nice. How is it now?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. So we'll just do screen share, I think, in that case.
Yeah. There's a 5 ms difference.
Yeah, it went to it was like 15 for a little bit, but then after it stabilized, it went back to 11 and 10.
Okay. Okay, good.
Let's see. Oh wow, this is the first map from Domi.
Yeah, Domi picked it.
Have fun. See you in 50 minutes. They want to see the armies. Okay.
All right.
Domi does play well on this map. I know that much. It's tank
Mm.
inf as well. This is pretty imbalanced, but
Yeah.
I think on this map you can kind of even out the imbalance a little bit. Just because there's so much map space, you can
Yeah,
open
true.
airfield barracks even as tank, or go barracks war factory probably. I think you go barracks war factory and you hold trying to get the oils and then build up to MiGs.
Yeah. I think Dom is gonna be doing double war factory. Let's see the opening.
Hmm. ExCaL I think will probably go to war factory because Inf kind of dominates tank if you just spam outposts from different flanks. So
Yep.
left side here we got DoMiNaToR as the let me just turn on the music in game as well. Yeah, we got DoMiNaToR as the Cyan tank, and on the right we got ExCaL as the Purple China infantry. There's already a barracks from Domi,
Interesting opening.
and a nice frenzy scout from ExCaL just to see what he's doing. ExCal's going for this forward pile and his base supplies. I'm expecting a double war factory from him.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Domi in the meantime has gone for a barracks. I think he's making a red guard first. And there's a war factory. Yep. Question is he gonna make a couple tank hunters? Because I think taking these wooden towers is pretty valuable. No, I think he's just rushing the capture. Which I think is a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, against two war factories opening. Yeah, that's a huge mistake.
Yeah, I think the issue with this is he's gonna get this oil sooner, yes, but the problem is gonna be this first outpost wave is gonna be very tough to hold. I'm not even sure if this is an outpost or flamer. This is an outpost.
Outpost. I think it's
And
queuing Flamer on the other one.
based on how long that took, that might be an outpost as well. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's double outpost.
Yeah. Now the issue is that this outpost is gonna go through the middle. He has a tank hunter and an outpost. So he's trying to make lots of tank hunters quick. He's gonna go for these two oils. Those are scouting this oil. But yeah, this wooden tower, I mean, if he took that sooner, this outpost wouldn't be able to get to this back supply as easily. And that's gonna hurt a lot. Or not hurt, but it's just gonna be annoying. Which then opens up these outposts to enter into the base. This one will get stopped because of the bunker. This one
Yeah.
will get in because there's no tank hunter now. Because the tank hunter is chasing here. So Domi's got two oils so far, but trucks are getting harassed. And one dozer from Domi gets taken out. And this outpost is still gonna go in the back. Outpost gets cracked open from the bottom side of the map. Plants a bomb on Domi's outpost. He's going for an airfield, but the
If he
problem
finds
is...
the dozer, yeah, if he finds the dozer, if he hunts Domi, Domi's out of the game.
Big issue here as well is that even though this outpost is far from the trucks, he can just start gunning down this oil. And he's gonna kill this oil, which is really low HP. ExCaL actually takes this bunker. That's gonna be incredibly annoying. There's a flamer even coming over.
Yeah.
We got outpost coming back for the trucks. Gets one truck. Could get a second if he retargets. Finally got a MiG out, so... Question now is, can Domi hold against the pressure? He has cleared up this garrison with a flamer. Although he is killing his own flame tank with this as well. Or Gatling tank. Oil gets taken out. In the meantime...
It's
we
building a prop.
Mm-hmm. And there's actually a third supply up here. And a fourth, so... Economically, ExCaL is in a good position.
He's ahead, yeah, it's a very good position.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what would you do in this position as Domi at this point?
I think MiGs are gonna be the answer. MiGs with napalm are gonna be the answer for everything that Inf will make.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree with you there. The only issue at this point is Domi needs to make sure ExCaL doesn't just get all the map supplies, because MiGs can answer against all these outposts, but what are 4 MiGs gonna do against 4 outposts, for example? You need 2 for each, so you gotta somehow deal with the map control here. And it doesn't really look like there's a lot of answers for the map control right now.
Yeah, I agree. And he's already destroying the top oil. So economically, Doom is under a lot of pressure.
Barely misses out on the kill, but he is low HP on that oil, so if he does get 3-star, I don't think Domi will be able to reach this oil with the dozer anytime soon. He could just send an artillery on it and kill it. Some more outposts from ExCaL. Yeah, the infantry is slowly but surely overwhelming the tank here.
Yeah.
Domi hasn't really gotten a chance to send anything like a sneaky flamer or any sort of aggression on ExCal's side of the map, so it's basically just him sponging all the hits right now. And ExCal's actually gonna kill the war factory, which is a big loss for Domi if he retargets in time. Barely misses on the kill.
I think that's a good hold from Domi so far.
Yeah, I mean, this is very impressive hold given the matchup and the start of the game, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
Super Lotus is out. There's actually an influx.
Oh, Influx is gonna be doing a lot of damage.
Though there is a Vet 2 Gat on the top of the map. And going through the middle, he is going to get revealed by the garrisons if he does go there. He has MiGs for it, but you need napalm to kill it with 4 MiGs.
And he has 4K already, he can like heal napalm. I think he started the upgrade already, I'm not really sure. He could be.
Might be. I don't see any war factory units. Lix is moving through the top. The MiGs just got used.
Oh, that's a nice hit. Yeah, that's a nice hit.
Yep. ExCal's got his own MiGs for the tank hunters and Red Guard, which is smart.
Yep.
Would have also liked to see the veterancy on the Red Guard. Maybe some more troop
Dome is
colors.
hunted.
Yep.
Dome is hunted now. Yeah, okay.
And no napalm yet, and all the MiGs are gonna go down here.
Oh.
I think that's the end for.
I think that's GG. Yeah.
Yep. Barracks is gonna get taken out. Airfield's going down, and once the war factory's down, Domi can't make new units. Yep, I'm pretty
Okay,
sure that's
production is
GG.
gone. Yeah, that's GG.
He's gonna evac the licks. Power goes down. There's 8 infantry on the ground. He's experting to avoid the trucks, but the Gatling's finishing off the infantry.
Yeah.
But yeah, Domi's gonna try the one last hurrah with all these tank hunters, but yeah, the
But
troop.
against Inf, that's not gonna do anything. Yeah, troop crawler can eat through those tank hunters.
Yeah. There's that crawler is empty. It's just scouting, but Domi has no units he can make. So yeah, there's the GG. So I mean
You
that
have
went
been
as
defeated.
expected for
Yep.
this matchup.
For the matchup, yeah.
Curious to see how ExCaL is gonna play this. I have a feeling he's gonna go a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, he should open 2 war factories, Q Flamer, go aggressive. I think this is the way to shut down the stream roll of Inf. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Let me see real quick.
ExCaL maybe checking out the replay.
Yeah, potentially.
Yep.
I think what ExCaL might do is he might try and play it very aggressive. Because I think unless you have a really good start eco-wise, it's very hard to kind of stabilize with an eco build as tank against Inf. Especially if the map is this wide open. You can do it on some maps, but I think you need some narrow pathways, so you can't get kited by the outposts.
Yeah, true. Agreed.
Alright, and we have Domi in the reverse here as the China infantry. And we have ExCaL as the purple tank in the left side of Make. So, we're also gonna see if Domi goes for a frenzy scout or not. ExCal's going for a barracks as well, so could see an oil grab from him as well. Hopefully, we see him take these wooden towers, because I do think it is quite important on this map to take them.
Yeah.
There's the red guard with the vet as well this time. And double war factory, again from the infantry.
I think he's replicating what ExCaL did in the previous game.
Oh, that's a second set of red
Oh,
guards.
yeah.
That's actually a little surprising. So ExCaL is just going for a massive eco boom. He's just gonna try and secure all the oils immediately. So even if he gets harassed early on, he can make it up with the oils.
Yeah.
If I was ExCaL, I'd actually make a second barracks at this point and start making tank hunters over here, and like make 2 tank hunters, one going to this wooden tower and one going over here.
Over the other one, yeah.
Because with this kind of build order, all you really need to do is just hold. There's a flame tank as well, which is actually quite annoying defensively to fight against. If he does just keep it around this area. There's a bunker here, wooden tower gets taken there. And ExCal's made 3 tank hunters, one for this garrison and one for the bunker. Oil's getting...
There's a flamer also coming from Domi's side.
Oil here and oil here will get intercepted.
Oh, it will be denied.
Yep. ExCaL is making up a proxy barracks over here. Probably for the tank hunters and later for the mines. This flamer will get intercepted by this outpost. Outpost also gets stopped by this bunker. There's a Gatling as well to defend against the infantry. ExCal's rendezvousing a little bit too far forward with this Gatling. I think he has it on retaliation. ExCaL will finally get an oil. So even though ExCaL went for 4 oils, he's actually only gotten 1.
Yeah.
But he is stabilizing a little bit, because the difference here from last game is that Domi didn't really take these garrisons for defensive usage, whereas ExCaL is actually making good use of them to delay the early outpost waves. ExCaL is actually going to secure this oil. Okay, the tank hunter noticed. Yeah, he's gunning down the oil. Good call from Domi. And the airfield's going up. And ExCaL has a lot of cash saved up, so he can just queue up quite a few MiGs. I think he also just started queuing Black Napalm, because I saw 2k spent. There is a low outpost, but they're kiting the flamer pretty easily. This garrison's gonna get taken again, which is gonna be pretty tough to deal with. This outpost is pretty empty, so it's not gonna be that big of an issue. Bunker in the middle gets cracked open. And the outposts are going through the middle. But the problem is there's a bunker, or a garrison that's blocking them. There's the first MiG, and it's gonna hit the tank hunters maybe? Nope, it's gonna hit the outpost.
Yeah, the outpost, yeah.
And the second MiG is taking off, and I think it's gonna deal with that outpost. It's just circling over. Oh, he force fires. Good force fire there. Garrison got cleared, but taken again. Gats are charging at the outpost to try and damage the outpost itself. Flamer from Domi now. Clears up all the infantry in the middle, and the middle is actually quite exposed.
Yeah.
I'm wondering where are the units from Domi. He has 1 outpost here. This garrison here. But he's actually quite low on units. Domi's actually making an airfield. And he's expanded to 3 supplies, whereas ExCaL is on 2 supplies and an oil. But he is moving across the map. So he will be able to force a response at least from Domi. I'm wondering if there's a Lix. I don't see any Lixes, so Domi's just going his own MiGs, I'm guessing. MiGs fire 2 of them onto a weak outpost. It's a bit overkill. He could have split fired onto this outpost.
You get the outpost as well, yeah.
And this flamer is running straight into the outpost. And this war factory actually might die here, so Domi is actually going to be under a little bit of pressure shortly. Outpost is hitting the tank hunter, and he loses it immediately. And Domi's dropping the ball.
Boost. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a helix, and it's loaded. It's just upgrading the bunker right now. Black napalm from ExCaL. Oh, what is he doing with the helix? It's
move
AFK.
it.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's not paying attention.
Oh, what was he looking at? I think he tried to micro the outposts here, but he lost the full licks. And I think ExCaL is just gonna take it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Because all ExCaL needs to do at this point is just run tank hunters and flamers through the middle. There's an empty outpost, but ExCaL's actually 3-star, so he could even just use artillery once he finishes the CC.
Yeah.
He's making another helix. I really don't like this helix at this point, especially because he knows that ExCaL has black napalm. He can just send his 4 MiGs onto this helix and it dies instantly. I would have honestly preferred if he just kept spamming ground units, maybe go MiGs, or go prop. Domi actually lost his oil here, I didn't see that.
Oh, if he lost this supply, yeah, it's gonna be a huge loss for Domi.
Oh, please micro the helix. Oh no, what is he doing? Oh man. Okay, he's bringing the helix. Okay, ExCaL could have killed the supply.
Yeah, he wasn't paying attention as well.
Yeah, both of them not paying attention. But there's still action on the top side of the map. Bunker's gonna get taken out, but minigunner barely kills the flamer. Yeah, ExCaL is stabilized with Black Napalm mix and 3-star. So I definitely prefer his position. That's the artillery from ExCaL. It looks like it's level 2.
Yeah, it's going right to the base.
Yep, probably to the supplier airfield, one of those. Flamers are pushing the top. Helix will defend against the Flamers, but keep in mind these MiGs can just kill the Helix instantly. He hits a War Factory. It's a good target.
That's a mistake from ExCaL there, not sending GATs with the
Yep.
Flamers.
Now
Yeah,
he's sending
those.
Cat Waves.
Yeah.
Yeah, his MiGs are circling the middle, so if he sees the Helix again, he can just click it and 4 MiGs with Napalm will kill this Helix easily. Yep, and the Helix is gonna show itself. But the MiGs are going back. I think he might have not put them on guard mode, so I think they just went back by themselves. There is a crawler and a couple outposts in the middle. Gat is gonna be pretty annoying for the supply, because it's just infantry defending it. Lix is gonna try and charge it, maybe with the supply truck.
Domi needs to hold this position. If he loses the top position, he's lost the game. So yeah, he's doing the right thing.
Gatling gets cleared up. ExCaL's making more airfields. He's got a second airfield and 2 war factories. He's expanding to the bottom side of the map. Problem is, when you're in this position as the game progresses, it does just get progressively more difficult. Especially if tank is the one controlling the pacing of the game. Because inf late game is actually quite good. You have nuke cannons still as inf at the end of the day, and your super hackers are very good, but this mid game is extremely tough for inf to play against. Vet 2 Gat does a bit of damage on the Helix, but barely defends it with 0 HP on the supply. Domi's gonna expand now to the middle. He's actually on 3-star as well, so what's nice about Inf at least is that he has both carpet and artillery, whereas with tank, you need the 5-star in order to get carpet. Yeah, ExCaL's just settling in his position, I think, in terms of, oh, this supply is gonna go down. Yep, nice. It's a good pick off. Domi still doesn't have a CC yet, but he has a second dozer, but it's very far away. So it's gonna take a while to rebuild that.
What would you do in Domi's position to win back in this game? In this matchup?
I think the only thing you can really do is try and get more map control, or either even it out and play for the very late game, so going for nuke missile, nuke cannons to bunker up, make an internet center at some point, and slowly push the map with nuke cannons, sort of like how you would do it with China, because you need to you can't
that's
just
a good hit.
yeah, because if you just let the tank hit you with MiGs, you're just gonna slowly but surely lose the game. You have to put some kind of pressure on him. Nuke cannons are a really good way of doing that. Lix is out of position, but he's not microing it. Yeah, one tank gat does so much damage. He actually just got chain guns as well now, so if he got chain guns earlier, this Lix would have been dead, but pretty lucky timing there for Domi, to say the least. ExCaL's got 8 MiGs with the armor and the napalm. 2 troop crawlers. Domi's actually evacuated one of the crawlers in anticipation of the MiGs. And yeah, this is the issue, I think. I think Domi is kind of not sure what to do here, because he's divided between going between
ground units and
bunkering.
air units.
Yeah, not only ground units and air units, but he's trying to put himself in a position where he can push, but he actually can't really push here. Not without something like nuke cannons. He's just making more outposts. I think the bunkers are a nice idea, but you need something to attack these units from range, because you can't really engage tank directly at this stage. Otherwise, if he fights with his ground army and your ground army fights, he'll just use the MiGs then while they're fighting. Gatling distracted. Frenzy used on Domi. He had the GP from the start, so may as well use it. Gives, I think, a 5% damage boost for like 5 seconds. There's actually Emperors out from ExCaL, and Emperors are very good against Inf once they're fully upgraded. So I kind of like this, because with the Gatling, Emperors shred through all the infantry, not only the outposts but also the infantry themselves. And yeah, this is what I was talking about a while ago with the Licks, because as soon as the Licks tries to move forward, it's just gonna get killed by the MiGs. Artillery there from ExCaL. He's just making more nukes. I would not be surprised if I see an internet center soon. Nope, he's just fully committing to nukes. He's not even making hackers, which I think is actually a good idea.
Yeah, his cash is really high at this point of the game.
Yeah, and once he starts pushing Domi, he's gonna get access to more supplies anyways. MiGs are coming in. He's actually made more airfields to land on in case airfields get hit with the carpet artillery.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm talking about. MiGs just hit the outposts and crack them open. ECM is doing a nice job deflecting, and no firestorm has been triggered just yet. But these Emperors are gonna start becoming a major issue very soon.
Yeah, if he gets the upgrade from the nuke, yeah, you're gonna be doing a lot of damage.
He only does have one Gatling cannon overload though, so he actually doesn't have anything for the tank hunters yet. And the Super Lotus is disabling them from afar. So I think ExCaL is messing up a little bit here. He looked like he was in a commanding position, but now he's just given Domi a lot of experience.
Yep. Domi should be queuing now an internet center with a lot of hackers in order to get back into the game.
I think
And
he needs a nuke of his own and nuke cannons.
Yep.
The problem is I don't know if he's actually got the nuke GP, because I saw artillery. He has frenzy. So he might have artillery level 2 and carpet bomb and frenzy. I think the nuke cannon was pretty important to get at some point, but he just hasn't gotten it. He's making another helix. This I think is... I don't agree with at all. I don't know why he's making more elixes. Because he's gonna be using Emperors with Gatling cannons anyway, so... And there's gats all over the map, so I doubt he's gonna sneak a helix in. I think this is just very optimistic from Domi to be making more elixes at this stage. There is a carpet on that army. Could be a good carpet.
oh, could be a legendary. Oh, he moved.
Gets one overlord and heavily damages another. That could have gone a lot worse for ExCaL, so it's okay. I think ExCaL will take that for sure. He's gonna focus the bunkers, but he walks over the minigunners. Loses a couple MiGs. Artillery hit what I think was an airfield. No, I don't know if it's an airfield. Maybe. I don't know, I missed it. But we're seeing the push, and this could be a game-ending push actually. Because behind this, ExCaL still got nukes. There's a lot of troop crawlers from the reinforcement pad. Lix is flying north.
Even though Domi and ExCaL each have like 50% of the map, but it feels like ExCaL has like 75% of the map.
Yeah, because ExCaL is constantly threatening this position. Whereas Domi can't really pressure ExCaL at this stage with all the MiGs and the Emperors being very annoying to push into. I'm surprised he didn't get the upgrades. I feel like the upgrades would have been very useful this game.
I think Domi should go new cannons, invest in a couple of nuclear missiles as well, and then protect the new cannons with like uh, blobs of infantry to block the MiGs. I think this is the only way you can win against tank.
At this stage in the game, yeah,
At this stage, yeah.
I agree. I would do the same thing in Domi's position. Super
Oh,
Lotus is...
that's a huge mistake from Domi there.
He's losing his army. I mean, at this stage, this is what I was saying. If you try to play aggressive against tank, you just kind of lose all your units to the MiGs as soon as you engage. Sari is asking who is casting. Omar Fergali is casting. He's actually the sponsor as well of this challenge. So yeah, let's see. Reinforcement pad gets taken out. Both players are now 5-star, and tank now has access to carpet bomb. And yeah, there's the hackers from ExCaL. Only 4 so far. 6 over here. 8. I'd get an internet center just to see the map as well. He has enough cash to get the satellite hack as well easily. That is a EMP. Only on one overlord though. He will get it, but yeah, he's not getting much out of his EMP. Carpet in the middle might get intercepted. Ooh, but he does kill quite a few gats.
That's nice. That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. Still very good carpet. Mine drop as well now. And that army is basically dead, but ExCaL's now mining off of Domi's top mid supply.
Yep.
And that's a counter EMP from ExCaL. But again, both players' EMPs are pretty underwhelming. Only one unit gets disabled. ExCaL does still have his MiGs, so as long as the MiGs are protected, I think ExCaL is more than okay. And a nuke's gonna be firing in 10 seconds roughly. Doesn't have an outpost on all his airfields though, so there's a Super Lotus that snuck in. Flamer actually gets in the base of Domi. I wonder where he's gonna fire this nuke. Could be on the prop. He might hit the supply here. Yeah, Super Lotus is just scouting the base so far. If he runs close to the CC, it's gonna reveal the mines, and ExCaL's gonna know. There is also an outpost here. And does it get revealed? Yeah, it gets revealed.
Yes.
Yep. And where's that nuke going? It's on the prop, I think. Yep. Prop and power. And Super Lotus gets killed. Second nuke gets fired. Gets fired on the war factories.
Probably, yeah.
Domi's selling, but the sell was a bit too late.
Oh.
Clips an outpost as well. Artillery from ExCaL is coming
Probably
onto
on
the airfield.
Yeah.
Artillery from Domi, probably on one of the airfields, but ExCaL has spare airfields. Domi's ground army gets napalmed by the MiGs. Yep, airfield gets taken out, and ExCaL's gonna lose his MiGs, but I think it doesn't really matter at this point because Domi's got next to no cash. And ExCaL was floating 12k just a second ago. Alfie Ace is asking, does winner take all? As far as I'm aware, yes.
Yep,
Carpet on a
true.
supply. And yeah, at this point, I think Domi has no income. Yeah, his only income is the supply that's mined by ExCaL. So I would not be surprised if Domi calls GG very soon. Especially because he saw the hackers with the Super Lotus, so he knows about them. Bunker gets cleared up. Truck Barely survives.
He's trying to move his trucks to the top,
Hmm.
but yeah.
Yeah, this Gatling's gonna kill the tank hunter, get taken out, but ExCal's just way too far ahead at this stage. And he actually has satellite hack too, so he sees the whole map and knows that Domi has nothing. And you can listen to inf hackers like in fog if you just hover over the area, so he knows that Domi doesn't have hackers. And Domi calls GG. Yeah, that was a nicely played game there from ExCaL. Given the start, that actually looked like it was in Domi's favor, but ExCaL actually managed to stabilize with the oil in the back and the tank MiGs. And ExCaL immediately calls for Koi and Frost. ExCaL should be mixing in his own troop crawlers. I agree. Would have made the game a little easier on him.
But it's still an inf.
Mm-hmm. This is a good matchup as well.
Yeah, it is.
It's good for Domi as well because this is winnable both ways for sure.
Mhm.
This is almost as 50-50 of a matchup as you can get. Mr. Riff is asking, when do you plan to make reverse matchups China versus GLA? I haven't decided on a date yet. That'll probably get planned sometime next week. America, what do you think about old days with ExCaL size Rage? I like Rage in particular. A lot of his creativity is big inspiration for a lot of my creativity, I think. Let me see. Sari is also asking, do you play the game or do you just watch, Omar?
I do, but I'm kind of an amateur, to say the least.
Alright, no worries.
Yeah.
So we got Domi here as the Science Stealth. And we got ExCaL as the Purple China. And I think he's gonna do a all-in here. Yep,
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
he's gonna do an all-in with the forward supply to get the truck very fast into Domi's base and followed with a helix. I think Staz did this actually in Blizzard Badlands against ExCaL in the World Series, and it caught him off guard, and
Ooh.
he actually lost the helix. Yeah, that worker gets killed instantly. And I think Domi should realize the fact that truck was there already means ExCaL is going for some kind of an all-in. Most likely a helix. If that tunnel gets intercepted or the truck gets in the supply line, that could be big. Yeah. Domi finishes the tunnel, which is very important because you need those RPGs to defend. There is a second truck though, and this truck is gonna be devastating because he pulled the terrorist
Oh.
away.
And he's gonna be getting the workers as well. Oh.
But more importantly, he's delaying the mining time. And he's delaying this tunnel, which delays an extra 2 RPGs. Yeah, Domi's dropping a Stinger and another Stinger immediately because he knows there's a helix coming.
Yeah.
I think some of the workers went inside the technical. He should give the scrap to the quad if he manages to get the scrap before they deny. Yep, gives it to the quad.
Again, it's the helix. Yes, 100%.
One Stinger is built, and there's a scrapped quad and an unscrapped quad, as well as 4 RPGs against this helix. Question is, will ExCaL do damage in time or not? I don't know if I like the fact that the tech RPG is going forward. Yeah, this seems a bit strange. And because of this micro here, I think Domi did not realize the Licks managed to still get in. Which is pretty massive. One quad gets taken out. Technical dies. Domi does hold, which is pretty important because this is an all-in at the end of the day, so
Yeah, ExCaL has nothing in his base.
yeah. It's gonna be a very slow start for ExCaL if he tries to recover. He's actually selling the airfield. I think he's gonna transition to outposts now. Make a war factory shortly.
I think this is the moment that Domi has to go all in now on ExCaL.
Yeah.
He just has to.
Problem is, Domi lost the tech as well, so he needs to make a new one so he can actually get across the map quickly. I'm actually surprised he's not sending all his quads forward. Maybe he's expecting a second Lix. I think he is expecting a second Lix. That's a pretty big... Yeah, I think he needed to send something to scout to see if he could go in, all in. That's a pretty big mistake from Domi.
He's sending now the TTs to scout.
Yeah, Domi's actually gonna get the garrison here, which is pretty nice. It'll be annoying for ExCaL if he wants to get this third supply.
Fortify the ground, come on!
Ooh. Barely missed it. Domi's setting up for a third supply. There's the technical, and it looks like a tech RPG. There's also a rebel going to the bottom oil to prepare for an oil cap. There's the outpost. And is Domi gonna find this dozer? I think he will. Yep, he's gonna find the dozer.
Yep.
Drops one RPG. Yeah, this is a pretty important dozer pickoff. Because now if ExCaL tries to send his second dozer, it's gonna be very risky. So now ExCaL might just play it safe and wait until he gets a CC. We're gonna have to see. This outpost is quite low, and all of this fighting with the tech RPG just buys time for the stealth to take over the map, which is pretty important. ExCaL is making a prop, but this dozer might get taken out. Yep, it's out of position.
Even the bunker isn't full, yeah.
I think it was a bit hesitant there. Cancels the scaffold in time. It's only one tank hunter. I think he could have just drove through here and killed the dozer if he kept following.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity there.
I don't know why did Domi stop.
Let's see. Technical's going back in. There is an outpost this time, and the technical's quite low. Is he gonna go for it? He's gonna drop a terrorist off with the trucks. This tech is empty now, so... Yeah, he missed the opportunity to hunt him. I think he needed to go for it then and there, because ExCaL has actually been given time to stabilize. I mean, someone in my chat just asked, can't Domi just hold now? And the answer to that is, yes he could, but why would you hold if your opponent has no units? You're just giving your opponent more time to recover. And now we have ExCaL, who was on one supply and lost his all-in, is now controlling the game again by having time to recover. Prop is up now for ExCaL, so he's gonna be able to make a Super Lotus for the top oil. Another tech has joined in, and he's escorting the dozer with the outpost, which is smart.
Yeah.
There might be some terrorists inside of this. Nope, I think it's just a tech RPG. This technical is a little bit trapped.
He's gonna be killed by this outpost.
Yep, it was just 2 RPGs. He wanted to go for the hunt. And ExCal's gonna be able to expand to a third. And the problem is... Stealth's answer to Outpost CCM is not as clear cut as other GLAs because they don't have Scud launchers. Because ECMs will deflect buggies and Outposts rip through pretty much everything. There is a random RPG gonna try and chase the dozer, but I think it's just gonna get crushed. Do we see a Lotus out from ExCaL is the question. I don't see any dots that are flickering, so no Lotus just yet. Oh, there is a technical. He might try for it.
Yeah, he should be. Oh.
He needs to commit, man. He can't just play it safe at this stage.
Yeah, exactly. He should have went in and dropped the RPGs inside, if he had RPGs inside.
I think he does, because this technical still has something. Box selecting.
Yep.
It's a terrorist, but he dropped it on the wrong side. Yep, he's just gonna hit the mines with both terrorists. Yeah, I mean, if you're behind already, you need to be taking risks as Domi, but if you're not taking risks and playing safe when you're already behind, it just doesn't work. Domi tried to do a boycott TT, but only gets an ECM. He might get an outpost shell. Yep, he only gets the ECM tank. There's still one ECM though. Another boycott TT. Let's see if he gets it this time. Though he misses the mark, I think he's trying to go for the dozer hunt with this one. He's gonna get covered by the mines, maybe. Oh, that's gonna be very close, because, yeah, there's mines here. He can't go past these trucks. In the meantime, ExCaL is pushing in. ECM gets sniped. So if he has RPGs or buggies, he could use those right now.
Yeah.
But ExCal's gonna retake the ECM in time. Technical does get intercepted by the mines, and it looks like ExCal's not gonna get hunted. Which does make this game a little more complicated for Domi.
Yep. Actually, he missed 2 windows to hunt ExCaL, and he did not take any of those, so...
Yeah. The one in the base and the one near the third supply.
Yep.
Outpost runs a bit too close to the tunnel. Gets popped open. Jarman snipe on the outpost, but instantly retakes it. Very quick reaction. Jarman gets taken out. Went too close to the outpost. One outpost will get cracked open, but it gets evacuated. Domi does not have AP bullets just yet. He's on the way to making his first black market. And ExCaL actually has a lot of options here. He could try and make another massive army push with ground. Or he could actually transition to MiGs here to deal with these buggies and quads in combination with a smaller ground army. Super Lotus is capturing the repair bay, but that's a mistake from ExCaL. Doing it next to the army, he's just gonna give Domi 200 experience if he kills it. I think he could have committed and then still run away. Oh, he's gonna kill it with the RPG from this garrison, but it's actually bugged a little bit, I think, from the terrain, so it's not dealing damage. He needs to maybe come closer with this garrison to kill it. Yeah, this is just a map bug, I think. If you have different terrain.
ExCaL is trying to capture the top oil for himself.
Right, saying make angry mobs. Yep, angry mobs are extremely potent against infantry. Carpet gets used on the palace, most of the bombs land, and I think it's comboed with artillery. So resetting palace is pretty massive, because no angry mobs, no buggies, no black market, no Jarman if he's not already built.
Oh,
Doesn't kill the palace though.
Barely misses it, yeah.
I think he didn't realize that Domi had fortified structures, so you need level 2 artillery to kill it. Very mistake to see that.
Actually, Dom is holding very well this game.
Yeah. And Domi just cleared up the ground army. And ExCal's only on 2 supplies at this point. He's actually going to be on 1 supply soon. And Domi is going to be able to regain control of this oil. ExCaL is on 4-star. Making a second war factory. I think he's just going to fully commit to making a ton of units and just try and push into his base. Domi chooses to just kill the oil. I think that's a smart decision, because it's going to take a while to fortify this position again. Mine drop on the army.
He doesn't get anything.
Surprisingly, I thought he was going to get at least 1 unit there.
Yep.
There is a black market, so Yep, he's got AP bullets now. So now this game becomes a lot more difficult for ExCaL.
Yeah.
He's got one ACM only in this army though, so if this ECM gets killed by or decrewed by Jarman, then he could time that with the Stingers or the Buggies and pop open a few outposts. There's the angry mobs. There you go, Wraith. Domi listening in to your advice. And there's the airfield. So, and we see hackers. Okay. And he's got a few hackers already. I think this is a sensible decision. I think Inf is one of the few Chinas where you can justify going hackers casually like this against the GLA.
Yep.
And he's got a MiG out with napalm, so now he can deal with the angry mobs, he can deal with the buggies. He's got a answer for those. Carpet bomb on the defenses. Outpost gets decrewed, and Jarman gets instantly sniped by the MiG. That MiG is already paid for itself, because Jarman against Inf is very annoying.
Yep.
There is an angry mob, but they are quite slow, so it's going to take a while for it to arrive. Domi's actually going to try and encircle this army a little bit here, but I think these quads are not enough to phase the outposts. Outpost in the back is getting chipped at by the buggies. Massive pop there from Domi.
But I think he's gonna be losing that position, Domi.
Yeah. Though he's not losing much. He's mined out most of this supply, so he's only giving away what, 4k maybe of cash, which is still, it still goes a long way for the China. So it's nice to have any bit of cash. MiGs, ooh, nice hits there. Killed 2 buggies with 1 MiG. And Domi is on 4 markets, so whereas ExCaL is on how many hackers? 5, 7, 8. 8 hackers.
Yeah.
I think this is quite even. GLA has got more income, but I think if you don't touch the infall game, his hackers are gonna become more vetted by the time you start killing the markets with carpet and artillery. So I think this game could go either way. Inferno is now in the mix, and they're going to be very good at slow sieging and good against angry mobs as well. ExCaL is actually making an internet center, so his hackers will be able to hack faster, which is good. Couple MiGs going around the map. It's the angry mob and the buggies. I think Domi's in a bit of an awkward position because he wants the camp, but he actually can't camp because ExCal's got the general powers. He's got this big army still, and as I said before, the stealth doesn't really have a good solution against this outpost ECM blob.
Yeah.
Your best bet is Jarman picking it off slowly, as well as throwing in the odd angry mob and a couple buggy strikes. But the MiGs are also around to intercept all of those things, so it's going to be very tough for Domi to, I think, stabilize. If he does kill this army, though, I do think Domi wins.
ExCaL is just doing a slow siege.
Yep.
With the Infernos, you know.
Tunnel gets cleared up. And ExCal's actually sending a dozer to collect the 3k left. I don't even think it's that worth it to build the supply.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I think it's just better to collect with the trucks and long distance. Boyka TT gets intercepted there. There is a battle bus now, but I think it's empty actually. Yeah, it's empty. He doesn't have any RPGs. Oh, the squads are running into mines. Yeah, there's so many rockets in the outpost. Oh, the MiGs are gonna clear out a lot of quads. Okay, no Firestorm. I thought he was gonna Firestorm there and kill the quads,
Yeah.
but that wasn't worth it in that case. So he's got a bit of breathing room before the buggies in the bus. But ExCaL is gonna play very aggressive in a second, I think. Yeah, this bus has 3 RPGs. This isn't gonna do that much. ExCaL is 5-star. I think that's an EMP. Ooh, that's a nice EMP.
Oh,
Disables the Stinger, disables the barracks and the bus, as well as the buggy. Bus gets instantly taken out. Yep, and ExCaL's just slow sieging with the Infernos, waiting for the Firestorms. Sells a market there preemptively. And Domi's down to 3 markets only. Buggy gets sniped. 1 buggy is left. There are many gunners in the outpost, so they will clear up the workers. And Domi is very, very far from Anthrax Bomb, so I don't think there's any way this army gets cleared up. I
Yeah,
heard
Domi
a
basically
technical.
has like 3-4 quads and a technical.
Yeah, this has to be the best Boyka TT in all of existence to come back here, but
He's paying attention with the ACMs.
yeah. He kills 1 outpost shell. Infantry gets recycled. And yeah, I mean, it's basically over, I think. I don't see how Domi recovers. Especially because there's also, oh, there is a counter push actually in ExCaL's base.
It's interesting.
But I don't think it matters that much because ExCaL just needs to make units from the war factories and hold long enough. MiGs are gonna get a Firestorm going. Kills a Vet 3 quad. I mean, the hackers are down here as well, so
Yeah, ExCaL is not losing that much, to be honest.
yeah, he's gonna lose a couple buildings. Maybe he'll lose a couple hackers and the internet center, but he's still got hackers down here, so he's in the green. But that is getting Domi a lot of XP. He's now 4-star, and he still needs to kill quite a lot more to get to 5-star. GPS on the quads, just to make it a little more annoying to find them. Mine drops behind the quads there. But ExCaL's killing the command center for stealth, and yeah, I mean the whole base of Domi is getting destroyed. RPGs get taken out, 1 quad dies to the mines, there is 1 Vet 3 quad left over. Tunnel does get revealed by the trucks. Sari's saying, look at the difference in XP. Yeah, it's a massive difference. Almost killed his own ECM there. Yep, the Vet 3 quad is still alive, but all he needs to do is just send these outposts and the Super Lotus to disable it, and he's fine. Domi's trying to make...
Yeah, but he doesn't have a CC to use his general powers anyways, so...
Yeah, and he has no income.
Yeah.
He's gonna have this 1 quad, maybe he'll get a couple hacker kills, but it's not gonna get much else behind it. Spalding says, nice comeback from ExCaL. Yeah. Given the fact he went all in and didn't actually do anything with the all in, I think that's pretty impressive. Yep, Super Lotus is gonna disable the quad. And the outpost can easily kill it. He can even re-disable it. Yeah, he's gonna keep disabling. ExCaL is randomly sending trucks to collect this last piece of money, but it's getting denied. Artillery on the barracks, just to kick Domi out of the game. I think he might. I don't think he has a scaffold. Oh, he just placed
He
one.
has, yeah, yeah.
But okay, he has 2 workers left on the map and no money. Yeah, and no units, so this should be GG. Yeah, that's GG. Yeah, that was nicely played there from ExCaL. I think he played that quite well, given the start did not go as well as he hoped.
A bit of a mistake actually from Domi not going aggressive after the all-in and sending only like 2 TTs to scout when he should have went in with the quads and the technical inside ExCal's base, and he should have won the game like 2 or 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he expected a second helix, but I think if you see a truck that early in the middle, you can expect it to be some kind of an all-in, so
Mm.
I think Dummy just kind of overestimated how much ExCaL had and lost his window to attack him. He basically just gave him a fresh start.
Yep, agreed. So give me 1 minute break, please. I have to toilet break real quick. 1 minute.
Sure. I'll just check over the stream comments in the meantime. All Domi had to do was send his army to ExCal's base and it was a win. Yep, I agree. The Infantry give quite some XP. Yeah, but keep in mind each tunnel gives, what, 100 XP if you kill it? And how many tunnels does GLA build and how many tunnels are outposts gonna kill? So there's a lot of, there's a lot you can kill there. You're gonna get more XP killing versus GLA usually. Domi against all top 3 players gets affected mentally. He usually plays better than that. Yeah, I'd say so. He lost arms dealers and techs, so he had nothing to send after looks. He had a couple quads and RPGs. You just need to send them cross map because infantry has nothing anyways in that position. So there's nothing to defend. Inf is one of the few Chinas where you can justify going hackers. Hackers early on, like in the side. Like, you have to do either a heavy commitment to hackers with other Chinas or you just don't go for them at all. You usually only go hackers if you have a big lead. Top 3 armies in Command and Conquer. Air Force, I would say probably Demo or Tox. I think they're tied for second. And third, I would give it to.
Yeah, tell ExCal I'm back already.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, first army, I'd say Air Force tied for second, Demo and Tox, and third, I would probably give it to Nuke or Inf. I think Inf probably. I think Inf is just very good in the early and mid game. Anywho, we now have Domi playing as the infantry in cyan, whereas we have ExCaL playing as the stealth in purple. And I'm curious as to what Domi's gonna do. If he's gonna play aggressive or if he's gonna also go for, or sorry, if he goes for a standard build instead. Fake arms theater going up for ExCaL.
Mm.
He's probably gonna drop down a couple tunnels. Very forward worker here, actually.
Oh, I
He,
like that from ExCal.
and yeah, Domi's gonna go Barracks War Factory. I think this is his bread and butter when it comes to this matchup. He loves to just bunker up his supplies, make sure he can't get harassed, and Yeah, he even put the supply in a way where you can't really enter through this flank. Yep, and there's the bunker. So he's just gonna secure his supplies, get some outposts, and then do an early push with them. He's actually sent the Stozer here early to try and secure the oil. And a flamer. So I think he expects that there's a tunnel here already, but there actually isn't. And he might barely miss this worker. ExCaL is gonna sense that there's some kind of an oil grab. Minigunner gets a terrorist. And yeah, he missed the worker with the dragon.
Yeah, he missed it. Yeah.
That's pretty massive.
I think he paid that. If he paid attention, I think he would be able to spot it. I'm not really sure.
Oh yeah. I think it's very close, but it's in vision, I think, still. And Domi's applying pressure, or sorry, ExCaL is applying pressure here too. He's dropped off a worker. So he can actually build a proxy tunnel near this oil. So this oil grab has essentially been denied. Domi's lost a dozer, and he's got a tunnel right in his base.
Oh, that's a very aggressive tunnel. I think he'll be able to see it.
Yeah, the
Just
outpost will
now.
detect it. I think this is very optimistic from ExCaL.
Yeah.
Tunnel gets up here. ExCal's gonna be on a third. No second war factor yet. But this tunnel is still not revealed yet. And it's gonna do a massive damage, I reckon. Yeah, he has the capture, so that's 1,000 wasted and a big pop here. Lots of RPGs and 3 quads. And Domi's not in position to defend this. He only has 1 outpost and a flamer. He needs to micro his RPGs carefully. Ah, he's flame rolling the wrong way. Okay, he fixed it, but he might lose his RPGs. Yeah,
Actually, that's a huge mistake from ExCaL. He lost all of his army to only 1 flamer, to be honest.
yeah. I think he could have microed the RPGs a little better there, but I guess he wanted to trade the army for the war factory. Which is not bad, honestly. Inf has to be the one making the moves on the map. If you're stealth, you're kind of just happy. Oh, wait, there was a outpost that drove across this map. I didn't even realize it. Oh, really nice crush there from ExCaL after the outpost got opened up. I don't even know how he went into the base. He must have drove from the middle. Yeah, he just drove through the middle. This garrison wasn't taken, so it wasn't stopped. So both players a little bit reset. But what's nice is ExCaL is going to get the oils. And he's tunneling them. Domi still doesn't have this third supply, because this tunnel is going to be annoying to get third supply as well. Especially because he's on 1 dozer. So overall, I think ExCaL is still in a better spot. Demo in my opinion not that good because of expensive units, but I think what makes demo fantastic, I think, and I think it's very underrated, is the not only the better terrorists, since you deal more damage with them, but you also have the a fantastic late game, I think, with demo compared to other GLAs. Tox is tied only because of Gamma Busts, honestly. I wouldn't, if Tox didn't have Gamma Busts, I would potentially write demo higher than Tox. For like all-time armies at least. I think Tox is still very, very strong overall, but demo is fantastic when it comes to mid-game. And I think when it comes to evenly skilled players, the mid-game matters a lot more. Because early game is usually even. Power plant was taken out by the tech RPG, but technical gets disabled by Lotus. And yeah, all these little like cheeky pokes from the stealth just delays the inf push longer, and the longer you delay the inf push, the more time you buy to tunnel up, get some stingers, get some quads and buggies.
Yeah.
Because you want to buy all the time you can against infantry. Yeah, so ExCaL's got 2 oils. And Domi's got 2 outposts and an ECM. There's another technical with some terrorists inside, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe RPGs. I think he wants to go for the hunt. Yep, it was RPGs.
Yeah.
But Domi is actually well protected, pretty much. He only can really go through here to get hunted. Or from the very far back behind the power plant. Domi's gonna commit with these 2 outposts, but 2 outposts is not enough to break through all of this. The arms dealers are actually on the 3rd supply, so Domi's a bit indecisive about where to go.
Yeah, if he gets the ECM with the German.
Mm-hmm. Buggies on one side, quads on the other. ECM gets sniped, and yeah, as soon as Domi realizes he gets surrounded, GG.
You have been defeated.
That was a good reverse there from ExCaL, I think. Basically, the early tunnel, the deny on the oil grab. He kind of just shut down DoMiNaToR's build there.
I haven't seen any USAs yet, so I wonder if you can get a USA this game.
Ooh, a US GLA on this map is always
I
nice to
know.
watch. That could be a good one. Lemon asks, what do you think about 1.6 patch balance patch? I don't know. I have no opinion because I've actually never played 1.6. Let's see. And it's demo tank. Lots of China GLAs. I think this is another matchup
You
where
have
it can
been
go both
defeated.
ways.
Yeah. But I think late game demo will win either way.
Yeah. But it is a very open map, so we could just see tanks steamrolling into the demo space here.
Mm.
One build I know ExCaL loves to do a lot against tank and nuke, because demo is the TT all-in. Builds a supply early on, right next to a CC, makes a fast arms dealer. TNT is the war factory, and those are hunts with demo bikes. Demo bikes, even without the upgrade, are quite annoying against tank, but it's gonna be Domi first playing as demo in Cyan, and ExCaL playing as the China tank in purple on Desolate District. So you got 2 supplies here, 2 main docks, and then over here you got your 3rd supply piles. Likewise on the bottom side of the map, and you have an oil and a repair bay, an oil here, and a reinforcement pad reflected on both sides. So Domi's actually going for, I think, a variation of the TT all-in, which is, instead of building the fast supply, he's gonna go for 2 barracks pumping out terrorists, maybe? Yep. I was thinking he could also go for an oil capture, but this is a variation of the TT all-in. This is the alpha version of it. The beta, or the more public, or not public's the wrong word. The more known version is the supply next to the CC. Build a fast arms either, and you just pump out your TNTs and then demo bikes until tank is dead, essentially. So ExCaL sticking to the safe ones.
Yep.
And there is a TNT prepared already. Now it also depends a lot on if ExCaL gets early mines or not. He's mined the supply, but will the mines get spotted? ExCaL spots a demo trap as well. Good eye for that. Puts a beacon on it. And TNT's the war factory. It's a good pickoff. It's a good start. Flamer goes to the top of the oils. This tech might barely get away. It does. Oh, second TNT is here. Instantly kills the supply as well. That's a pretty nice pick-off.
Yeah.
Tries to go
I could
for a
have-
hunt, but
I could have preferred actually a better micro and go for the dozer as well as the supply.
I think he saw the dozer moving away, so he didn't want to take the
Mm.
risk. He just wanted to secure the supply kill. Another
Yeah.
TNT is prepped forward, so yeah. Domi is just spamming TNTs right now onto supplies. And this technical is going to be a little bit risky. He doesn't get a pick off there. This tech is empty. This one's empty as well. We'll delay the mining. ExCaL is mainly on Gats right now, so I think he's in an okay spot if you're Domi. But
Yeah.
he needs to react soon because he's still gonna be on 2 supplies and 3 supplies soon.
Yeah, you got the third. Yeah.
And the more Gats he gets, the harder each TNT gets. He's just gonna settle for the power. Technical gets intercepted. This demo trap killed the sneaky flamer. That was pretty important.
Mhm. Actually, I think he used the flamer to preemptively destroy the top oil. I think.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
he did. Yeah.
I think that's a good move because
Mhm.
you're not gonna be securing the oils anytime soon. You just
Mm.
kind of have to spam a ton of units for the most part against demo. Another TNT gets in. Domi's actually getting a lot of XP as well with this, which is quite nice. Drops the RPGs a bit preemptively for the outpost. I think he could have saved it maybe for a dozer hunt.
Yeah.
Because I think dozer hunting is pretty good. We got 2 TNTs going in simultaneously. Domi should try and expand, I think, as well for the third supply, because he's very safe in his base right now. He might get 1 dozer here with the tech RPG. It's a good pick off. He just needs to get the second dozer.
Oh, if he gets it, yeah.
Ooh, this could be big.
Ooh, I think
Let's
he's gonna
see.
get it.
Does he get it?
Oh,
that was very
yeah, he
close.
gets it. Oh,
Nice. Nicely played there from Domi. And he's gonna gun down a technical. I think this is empty? Yeah, it is. So now Domi's limited ExCaL to 2 War Factory production. And he actually doesn't have a lot of units to use right now to siege him, so I think Domi's just gonna play camp mode and just chill in his base for a little bit. Demo trap kills another unit, kills a Gatling. Yep, Flamer's getting queued up by ExCaL here. I think he's just gonna rally cross map, but look at this line of demo traps. There is so many demo traps.
mm,
I know Domi loves these as well, so good to see use of them. They will get detected by the outpost, but Gatling tanks do very little damage to demo traps, so it's gonna take a bit of time. He's actually selling the demo trap as well to save up on money. That's very cute. That is very cute. Yeah, he's just sending waves of units at this point. Now it's basically just art of defense. Although I think if he expanded to this third supply earlier, it would have made it a little bit easier to camp. Because he's going to be camping with 2 supplies, and it's
Yeah.
always easier to defend when you have more cash.
true. I think it was more focused into hunting ExCal's dozers. I think so, which he's done a fantastic job of doing so.
Yep, the hunt is very important here. And yeah, as you can see, the Gatlings do very little damage. It's the outpost and the flamer that mainly do the damage. There are a lot of scorpions as well. Yeah, that is a lot of scorpions out from Domi. But the Battlemasters have finally caught up. So this is gonna be a little bit close actually, because it's gonna be Battlemasters against Scorpions, essentially. But the Scorpions are getting the pickoffs. Domi's gonna retreat, fire his rockets, and hit and run. Stingers are gonna be starting to fire as well. They're gonna help out a little bit. Just waves and waves coming in. And this is the engagement that could decide it. And I think ExCaL's actually winning it because of these tank
Yeah.
hunters too. And the Gatling's actually stuck in the supply. Yeah,
Very nice.
this is what I was talking about with not getting this tunnel up. Because when you're defending 2 supplies versus 2 supplies, it's still very even. Yep, arms
He's got also troop crawler. Yeah, he's got also troop crawlers. Yeah, to deal with these stingers. I think.
Yep, and the troop crawlers are nice because they are gonna just take extra hits from the Scorpions.
Yeah.
And I think Domi's gonna be kicking himself a little bit here because he was in a really good position. He hunted the tank, but he
Yeah.
doesn't really have a strong defense against the tank blob. Sarah's saying he needed a palace. I think he needed their supply. Or the oils even. Like, yeah, you hunted the tank, but you're not economically ahead. And Domi says GG. That's really unfortunate. I think
Yeah.
Domi's gonna be
You
a
have
bit
been defeated.
demoralized after that one. Cause I think that looked like a really, really convincing win. Cause he had
Mhm.
such a good start. And then he just kind of lost to the tank push in the end.
Do you think Domi should have went in with more TTs and destroyed the war factories before ExCaL made that huge army of tanks?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
ExCaL didn't actually have that much in his base. And Domi
Mm.
knew that because ExCaL has only been defending with Gatling, so he made no other units.
Yeah.
If he killed one war factory even, that would have been a massive difference because his production would be so slow. Someone in my chat saying Domi's just not as good as current top experts these days. Who would you rate as your current top 5 for
Mm,
experts or
from
like
my side,
players?
I would have ExCaL and you being top 1 and top 2. I think gonna be having Vivid as well, top 3, top 4. I think I would give you only top 3. I'm not really sure about the 4th and 5th. Maybe, yeah, I think it's you, Vivid, and ExCaL. I have seen a lot of Fargo games, but most of the games that I've seen, not that good from Fargo's side.
Mm.
So yeah, who would be your picks for a top 5, excluding yourself?
Excluding myself, I'd say
Yeah.
ExCaL.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'd say maybe Vivid 1, ExCaL
Okay.
2,
Mm-hmm.
Size 3, Fargo 4, and for 5th, I would give it to... 5th is very tough. I'd say maybe Peace Lover. I think Peace Lover
Yeah.
is pretty competitive.
Yeah. I actually forgot about size there. Yeah, size maybe top 3 or top 4. Yeah, I agree.
And this is the fast TT build that I was talking about last game where you drop a supply quickly, you have the arms dealer super fast. I love what ExCaL is doing as well.
Oh, that's nice.
He's scouting with the worker to see the
Nice.
mines. This is very next level. But I think he should have seen the
Mm,
mines. I think he messed up a
yeah,
little bit.
Yeah.
And this build has been completely hard countered by Domi. Finally a win. Uh, Domi's very happy with himself
Yeah.
that he knew that ExCaL was going for the TT all-in. I mean, ExCal's notorious for this build, so I think
Hmm.
people expect it a lot now from him. Yeah, every building is mined except for the supply, which is like gonna make it very difficult for the TT all-in to work out. Domi gets a scrap deny, which is good.
Mhm.
And this Gatling's gonna get in potentially if it doesn't hit the demo trap.
I think it's gonna miss it. Yeah, it's gonna miss it.
Yeah, this is massive because now ExCaL has no money for a little bit. He's gonna have to kill this with a demo bike. Oh, he has more demo bikes queued up. Okay, I thought he couldn't make any more units. But that still delays him massively. And Domi's on top of the scrap deny. And there's the Flamers cross map,
Yeah,
escorted by Gatlings.
I think that's Domi's game.
Mm-hmm. Domi just hard countered the build. Yeah. I mean, good foresight there from Domi. Loses 2
Ooh, that's a nice
Gatlings.
pickup. Yeah, that's a nice pickup.
You don't get scrap from demo trap kills anyways, so
Uh-huh.
he's fine. Arms either goes down. Now it's just this technical. Technical picks off that. There is a grenade tech. Ooh. He loses the other dragon. Is he gonna get a super tech? Oh, he's gonna get a super tech. And it's not dead. I mean, this is still like 5% chance for ExCaL, but super tech is always annoying to deal with no matter what. Gatling's gonna get taken out. Super tech is gonna struggle here a little bit. Kills a flamer. ExCal's actually got 1 oil at the top. And this super tech is buying time. He is defending very well with it. It's always annoying to fight against this as the tank.
Yeah.
But ExCaL, I mean, Domi is getting an airfield behind this, so he will have a helix to deal with this, or even MiGs. But man,
Actually, there is an ExCal's unit in the top right corner. I'm not really sure what it is. Yeah, it's a worker, sneak worker. Oh,
he's building a
very nice.
barracks. I think it's just because he needs barracks for tunnels.
Yeah.
I mean, this one super tech has killed 8 units. Flamer's back on the main supply of ExCaL. Lots of workers going down too. Yeah, pressure is on ExCaL to defend this. Yep, and there's a helix. And this helix is gonna end the game because ExCaL has no anti-air. So Domi will get his first win of the set. No 7-0s today here.
Mm-hmm.
ExCal's actually sneaking that oil, but yeah, he's gonna be relegated to this one corner. He does have this super tech still, but he's gonna have a helix.
Yeah, it has no chance.
Mhm. And yeah, ExCaL sees it and calls GG. And yeah, finally, there's a win for Domi.
Finally.
You
Yep.
have been defeated.
That should give him a little bit of confidence back into this set. ExCaL won this, he has top left corner. I mean, as tank, you can probably break it more easily. You have sturdier flamers. Because nuke it's a little bit tough because of the battle masters, and your flamers aren't as good. But yeah, Domi just expected the build and he basically countered it perfectly.
Yeah.
And Sand Scorpion is the pick.
Hmm.
Curious to see how this one goes. It's tank demo again.
Again.
Yeah, not a single US this set.
Hmm.
Oh boy. Well, this is a pretty good GLA map as well. So this
Yeah,
could go
true.
1-1. I don't know if ExCaL will do the same thing here. Hello, Legionnaire. Yeah, I don't think ExCaL will do the same thing as last time with the demo. I think he's just gonna play it a little more standard. Take over the map and just choke out the tank in his
Tank,
spot.
yeah.
Yep, those barracks as a lead. So we have Domi as the pink tank now on the bottom of Sand Scorpion and do a camera spin there. And we also have ExCaL as the purple demo on the top of Sand Scorpion. So you got your base oil here. You got two supplies, but one is really, really small.
Mm-hmm.
You got these corner oils here. A little bit of a river and a land bridge. An oil and some supplies with the garrisons. And most importantly, you have the bottom left, which
Yep.
is filled with money. 30k docks, 60k total. Reinforcing pad as well, just as a luxury.
I
So,
think Domi should rush into the bottom left corner because if he lets ExCaL takes it, it's pretty much GG for the GLA.
yep, I think it's pretty hard to push into it as tank. We sometimes see players like Size go for a proxy war factory here early on, just to deny this worker. But Domi's actually gonna play it a little more standard, which I think is also okay. Going for 2 war factories. ExCaL went for the fake arms dealer early on to try and get more tunnels on the map too. I like this demo trap, and he's also got this early oil going. Technical is gonna time kind of nicely with this tunnel. He's gonna pick up the RPGs and
Yeah.
see if he can get some damage. Domi's gone for double mines again, expecting some kind of fast aggression, but unfortunately he's actually gonna be facing an oil capture. So in terms of build orders, this is actually quite bad for Domi.
Yeah, true. And he also loses his first flamer, and yeah. It's a
Mhm.
very slow build, to be honest.
Technical gets killed by the mines, but yeah, this is a slow and safe build, but the problem is ExCaL is playing very greedy this time. So it's not working out well. Oh, there was a rebel inside there, actually. I heard the rebel die there, so it's gonna delay his oil a little bit, which is annoying. The sound is not coming. Let me just double check my stream. No, the sound is there. The sound is there. I think it's on your end, sir. Sorry. I just double checked on my phone. Let's see. ExCaL's getting oil here. Flamer cleared up the middle. And Flamers are drawing their attention to this island spot. There's a Scorpion, a Quad, and a couple RPGs. ExCaL should be able to hold this relatively well, especially with the Scorpion. He might lose the supply in the process, though he's not microing it.
Yeah.
And Domi's actually doing a very good job of clearing the entire map right now. He's at 3 different spots. He's killing a supply here. He's killing an oil here, and an oil here. And he
I think
was
that-
gonna kill an oil
Ye-
here.
Yeah, that's a very good start from Domi, to be honest. I didn't think it would be that
Yeah.
good, but
And he's actually gonna get his own oil and licks his follow-up. I actually think Domi is doing pretty well. He had 4 flamers also microed in 4 spots. That's pretty fantastic micro, I'd say. There are a couple demo bikes from ExCaL, but they're not being microed very well. Kills flamer with the demo bike. Yep, there we go. And ExCal's actually been cleared off of this bottom island, so even though it looks even in that ExCaL and Domi both have 2 supplies, you still prefer a tank in this position because tank's gonna have a helix soon. Domi actually has an oil before ExCaL has his oil, so he's technically ahead. And this is all forcing ExCaL on the defensive, which just buys time for Domi. He also has 2 dozers, so he's gonna try and send 1 dozer here to contest the island. ExCaL is making quads though, because he is expecting a helix. So I like the game sense there. Flamer kills a tunnel but gets cleared up. This garrison is going to be very annoying to play around for Domi.
Yeah, that's a very ambitious dozer, I think.
He's going for a forward war factory. I like this play because it's going to let him reinforce this island spot much faster than walking his units from the war factories in his base. And this Lix needs to do something here. What is this Lix gonna go for? Because this could be a massive, massive moment for him. Town villager just gets randomly killed by the Scorpion rocket. ExCaL pops a bunch of quads. Oh, there's a sneaky flamer from the top. I completely missed that.
That was nice from Domi.
And Domi killed 2 quads. And if he retargets and kills these quads, oh, the quad is in minimum range. He needs to hit it. If he kills this arms dealer, he might be back in this. Oh, he needs to focus the quad. Ah. Domi could have potentially won the game right then and there. I think this quad basically saved the game. The one right under the helix. Because he couldn't attack it. And he lost enough health to let the other quad finish it off. Super tech around again, but it's actually gonna get killed. Oh,
that's
nice.
a huge pick off.
Yeah. There was like 6 RPGs there that just got taken out as well. I think Domi just needs to keep making Glixes. Glixes and Flamers are super powerful.
He should be moving those 2 flamers and clear the mid now.
Yeah. He can even send his other dozer to try and take this spot in the middle. Because the super tech got taken out, so... There's not really gonna be much from ExCaL moving about. He's actually sending some Battle Masters now. So he can finish off this tunnel potentially. Double Scrap Scorpion does get taken out. 3 quads coming out. But Domi is slowly but surely coming back into this game. Supply gets mined out there. Supply is mined out. ExCaL is on 3 stars, so he just made a CC for cash bounty. Lots of quads getting picked off here from ExCaL. Loses a couple. Lots of Battle Masters now, so these garrisons will still be very annoying to approach, but if he goes from the right side, he can definitely clear up this tunnel easily. But Domi's going a little bit too close. He's losing a Battle Master there. I think Domi was expecting a helix, like a second helix follow-up, but there actually has not been another helix yet. You should also try and expand to the middle.
Yeah.
He has a second dozer, so no reason to. There is the second Lix finally.
Helix, yeah.
And he's gonna charge at these garrisons with the flamer. Clears 1. And I think Yeah, if he kills this worker, ExCaL's gonna have no presence on the island.
Yeah.
Ah, but he's letting the tunnel finish!
Ooh, move it!
Ah, man. But I don't think ExCaL can really do much with this tunnel still.
With the flame wall, yeah.
Yeah. So Domi's gonna actually have both docks on the island, which is massive.
Domi's actually is in a very good position.
Oh, but he missed the
After
tunnel again,
this-
I think.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one, he's out of position to deal with. That one could be very bad. TNT is being prepped up. CC is going up for Domi. Oh, I think that was a TNT. Denied? Yeah, that was a technical and 3 terrorists. ExCaL is gonna take this garrison and just be annoying, but keep in mind, Domi is still on the 2 supplies and 2 oils, even if this gets taken. This worker is moving across. He's gonna try and demo trap the dozer, but I'm really hoping Domi notices that. He will build the CC in time.
Yeah, it's up and down.
Okay. Gets the dozer though. Artillery popped open, and yeah, this tunnel is not been dealt with, and as a result, he might lose the island again. There's a lot of terrorists, only 1 flame tank, so not much to deal with this. Aw, man, Domi's losing a lot of units there for no reason,
Ooh, it's a huge pickoff, yeah.
and Domi's losing the island, so I think the game just flipped on itself. Domi went from what looked like a very, very, very commanding position to losing the game, actually, because he's gonna lose both his supplies in the island. He only has the 1 supply and the oil. ExCaL's got an oil, and he's got a tunnel on the island, so he's gonna come back into this. Ah, that was a big blunder from Domi. Helix is out, but he might clear ExCaL from his main base, but that's not really that useful at
Important.
this stage.
Yeah, true. I would still go for the island, to be honest.
Yeah. Although, what is nice for Domi is that he has regrouped his army and he's gonna be finally dealing with this tunnel. And I think at this point he's gonna just spread all his units to check for tunnels for the 3rd time. So ExCaL also, I don't know if ExCaL had a lot of production behind this, because he did lose his arms dealer again to this ground army, I think. So even though Domi got kicked off the island temporarily, and he's still not killed this tunnel, I don't know why he's not checking for it. Okay, now I think
Yeah,
he's
no, it's
thinking
fair.
about it. Yeah, now he's moving units to clear this up. Yeah, ExCaL didn't have production, so he didn't really have much to abuse the space. Yeah, tunnel finally gets cleared up. Now,
Finally, yeah.
yeah. And with no tunnel, except for the top right and the base, I think Domi should win this, because
Yeah.
he's gonna take over the island again. And he's got a helix, even. And he might even deny ExCaL from this oil if he's quick on the worker. Yep.
Yeah, I think the GG.
Yeah. It's gonna be the 2nd win potentially for Domi here. ExCaL is actually very close to sneak attack though, so 1 good sneak attack could make the difference. As long as he plays around the licks properly.
I think Domi basically has the whole map now.
Yep.
ExCaL is limited only to his base, and that's it.
Mhm. Personally, I'm disappointed there's not been a tactical mid-game saboteur into Domi's barracks. ExCaL is demo. He can't make the saboteurs. I think he's saying it as a joke, but he can't make saboteurs anyways. It's demo. Yeah, one last little bit of defense from ExCaL. But, yeah, this is looking very, very over. There are quite a few quads in the tunnel. And he is gonna hold. Lix is coming from the side, picking off the barracks. ExCaL has one worker left. He's not worker hunted. He is 5-star now. So he has 20%
Oh,
bounty.
he has a super tech.
Yeah. Lemon's asking, do I set up a delay? Sometimes. I don't think there's a delay on this stream. Should be minimal delay.
I think there is like 30 seconds delay, more or less. Because
Yeah,
I'm opening also your YouTube stream, yeah.
I think that's just from YouTube itself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this super tech is gonna be a little annoying, but I mean, ExCaL is gonna be on 3k cash and 6 quads. Artillery, I think, is going on the arms sealer.
Yeah, it's on the arm zero, it should be.
Mm-hmm.
You should be moving in with the licks now and clear.
The
Oh,
supply.
the supply.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I mean, it achieves the same goal. Stops the production. Where's the looks actually? Oh, it's back here. No prop yet from Domi. Would just like to see some ECMs at this point. Makes the quads disabled and you can easily move in with ground army plus helix.
To be honest, I'm a little surprised that a China, or a tank to be exact, is winning on this matchup, in this map specifically. Because this is a very, very GLA favored map.
Yeah, and I think Domi's gonna be pretty happy too, because
Yeah.
the reverse is gonna be pretty tough, I think, for ExCaL to win this.
Yep.
Domi's not gone for this middle supply at all. That's a big mistake. I mean, it's basically free money. He can even make another dozer to just go for it. CC is gonna be up. Ambush is useless because he doesn't have the upgrade. So it's only
Yeah.
Anthrax Bomb and Sneak Attack that he can really work with here. There's the Anthrax.
Yeah, he's Anthrax is his own base, yeah.
But
which is
the
a good move
problem
to be
is, if he Anthraxes his own base, he can't actually pop.
Yeah.
That's the issue. So the licks could go in. Sneak Attack in the base of Domi.
Ooh.
He's just gonna try and force a base race. But yeah, ExCaL doesn't really have money to base race as effectively here is the issue. He'll get cash bounty money and he'll drop maybe a couple barrack scaffolds. EMP hits the sneak attack and I think a carpet's gonna be coming in pretty soon. ExCaL
the
calls
GG.
GG.
Yeah.
Yep, nicely done from Domi. He won, I think, what is probably the harder end of this matchup. And there's actually 196 viewers on stream. Very nice to see that. It's a lot of people watching. Appreciate it, guys.
I'm excited for this next game.
Mm-hmm. Should be a good one.
Yep.
Alright. So now we got the reverse here. Got ExCaL as the China tank on the bottom, purple, and Domi as the cyan demo, so no longer pink. Let's see. And ExCaL is gonna play a little more proactive, I think, here. He's sending a dozer forward, and what I think he's gonna do is he's gonna make a proxy war factory near the island and quickly make a second supply here after he makes the war factory. So you see Sai's doing this quite often. ExCaL, I don't know if he does it as much as Sai's. I know Sai's does it a lot. Yep, there we go. And it looks like an early oil cap from Domi. Basically a similar build order to what ExCaL was doing last game. And he's actually getting the second supply here, as opposed to the second war factory.
You think Domi should be going for early TTs to reclaim the island? Or he's not expecting that ExCaL is gonna be doing a proxy war factory there?
If he expected a proxy war factory, he might have waypoint scouted it, but I think given this build, it's gonna be hard to hold on to the island here. Especially because you invested a lot into the top and middle. So I think Domi might just try and settle for the oils and try and push through the top side of the map later on. That might be his approach. Tunnel gets denied there. This flamer is gonna go straight for the middle and probably deny this oil. Is that TT? Looks like a TT. Or a tech RPG. He might be trying to kill that dozer. That's a pretty important dozer kill as well.
That's a nice pickup. Yes, yes, yes.
That's
Able to
gonna...
escape. Oh,
Nice.
oh, escaped. Nice.
And he can take this garrison, which is gonna be annoying later on. And yeah, Domi is losing his oil there, and he's losing his oil there. So, good start for ExCaL. The only thing that he needs to worry about is if Domi has some tunnel on the island to try and push him out.
Well, ExCaL is doing exactly what Domi did with the flamers.
Yeah, just clearing up the map while also trying to take over the island. Although ExCaL went for the island much earlier. Domi will take the top right oil. It's a standard map strat from back in the days when it was Sand Serpent. Yeah, I mean with Sand Serpent you only had one supply in your base, so you kind of had to go for this proxy war factory. Your alternative was basically playing around the oils as tank, which is very unreliable. Domi actually has ExCaL has the garrisons from the southpost. So I think he's gonna be able to secure the island for himself fully.
Is this TNT or
That
RPG?
is a super tech,
Oh,
and it gets hunted. That's pretty massive. I think what went from what was potentially ExCaL's game has suddenly shifted massively.
yeah, and the super tech as well.
Yeah, I think ExCaL's gonna be kicking himself a little bit because I think this game was very much won.
Yep.
Given the fact Domi is limited on map control to basically one oil. He will save the prop, which is quite important because ECMs are very useful, but yeah, he also gets the chance to build an Emperor. And if he sends this Emperor in before the whatchamacallit, the demo bikes, then Domi's in trouble. But Domi's actually gonna go on the offensive now, which I don't think is a good idea because there is a lot of ECMs in the base. And an Overlord is made, and there are 10 counters being made too. And in combo with the ECM and the Lotus Disable, this army actually has been thrown away.
Yeah.
I think Domi is a bit too eager to push in. He should have probably just tried and reclaimed this supply in the middle. And Domi's actually calling
Ooh.
GG.
Wow.
Wow, that was... I don't think
You
that
have
was
been
over.
defeated.
At all. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Domi's a little demoralized here. Yeah. I think he might be slightly tilted. Because that was not over. That was still very winnable. And maybe he forgot if he hunted him?
Hmm.
That was a bit strange to surrender at that point. I think he should have
Wanna
played that out.
I wanna ask him, to be honest.
Oh, I don't think it's a good idea if I ask. I feel like I'll be
Yeah.
fueling the fire if I do. If he is
Yeah.
tilted at least.
Hmm.
I'm just a commentator. I'm just watching.
Okay.
And we got Melting Snow. That's the next map pick.
Hmm.
Yeah. Point. Let's see what happens now. Oh, this is not a good matchup for Domi. For the reverse, at least. Tank is very good on this map against
You
China.
have been defeated.
Especially because it's very, very small. I think Domi will win his tank, but the reverse of this is going to be very tough.
Very hard, yeah.
And at this point, Domi needs every single win. Because he can't lose a game at this point. I'm going to be curious as to how Domi plays the reverse, but let's focus on the present and see how he does against ExCaL as the purple China on the left of Melting Snow. And the man himself, DoMiNaToR, as the cyan tank on the right of Melting Snow. So, I think it's pretty safe to play 2 War Factories here. I wouldn't do anything fancy in this matchup. I think it's the same for China. And it's basically a game of cat and mouse. He's placed the barracks just to waypoint scout in case Domi's going for a forward War Factory, probably.
Mm-hmm.
He sees there's no forward here, so he just cancels it. And it's gonna be 2 War Factories from both players, I think. And it's gonna be the outposts from China against Outpost Flamer against Domi, basically. This can be
Think tank
2-0, not that bad, says Dark9.
Yeah,
I mean-
I think tank should be able to win
Yeah,
pretty convincingly. Yeah.
I mean, this matchup itself is pretty balanced. Like,
Hmm.
it's favorable for tank early on, but China obviously gets way better once you have nuke cannons. But the reason I say this is a 2-0 matchup on this map in particular is because of the fact that the distances are so small that it's very easy for tank to close the gap on China here.
Yeah.
Here's the first bit of engagement. Outpost runs past the Flamer. Gatling's gonna get down, but gets phased by the flame wall. Flamer on the top half of the map is getting scouted. ExCaL is sending a lot of outposts straight into the base. He's not focused on intercepting the Flamers with his early wave. He's actually just going on the offensive. Which is putting a lot of pressure on Domi. He's gonna lose 1 dozer here, potentially. He is delaying mining here. Oh, but there's a Flamer here. Gets greeted by the Battlemaster. And he actually stopped his flame wall there. I think if he continued that flame wall, this War Factory would have died.
Yeah.
There is another Flamer here. And it's gonna get behind the barracks. This is gonna be a very awkward position for ExCaL. But Domi, I think, is microing against his outpost is the issue. Oh, he's gonna lose the Gatling and the outpost.
Oh, that's a very nice flame wall there.
That's a good pickoff.
Ooh.
But the problem is this buys time for the Battlemaster. But he's playing Ring Around the Rosie right now with this Battlemaster.
Hmm.
I think he should have gone right and tried for the supply
For the
in War Factory.
Yeah.
Even if there was a unit to kill it, I think it's more valuable than saving the flamer and killing a barracks. Another outpost sneaks into the base of Domi. And he's probably going to lose this dozer here. Saves a flamer. Another flamer comes in, but gets intercepted by the Battlemaster. He needs to be sinking his units. He's sending the flamer too far forwards, and by the time the outpost arrives, the flamer's already dead. Loses one dozer. There's actually an outpost here from ExCaL. Oh, if he was paying attention, he could have hunted Domi.
He was focused on his base, yeah.
Yeah, very, very clustered engagement over here. And it's a Gatling that dies instantly. ExCaL immediately drops another war factory. This supply is gonna go down for sure. Or the trucks at least. Oh, that supply barely lives. It's a very, very, very scrappy game right now from the two players. Outpost gets stopped here. More flamers coming in from Domi. And yeah, the aggression is relentless from tank right now, and there's actually a little bit of a attack force on the top. 2 Gatlings and an outpost, and yeah, ExCaL has nothing to defend that. And yeah, Domi wins this pretty convincingly.
You have been defeated.
So now
I think Domi, because he knew he was on match point, he like went all in with the aggression, and I think it's a very good strategy.
and the tank overall is just very strong against the
China.
China early on, because you just have better units and less expensive units. So that's a 6-3 to Dominator, right? Or 3-6 to Domi right now. Oh, hello, Jindy. Nice to see you. Someone's saying Domi isn't expert material. I disagree. I think
We disagree. Yeah.
I think it's easy to say someone looks like a noob when they're losing, but I think when you consider the skill ratings of these players, it's you can't really say Domi's a noob here. I think if you were to pair Domi against the casual player, it would be very easy for Domi to still win. So I think it's a bit unfair, and I like what Domi's doing. He's doing this really, really cheeky barracks to fake out a supply. I'm curious as to what the idea is here. I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna go for a bunker licks and spam flamers and basically hope for the best. So this is an all-in here from Domi. I think this is okay, because this is a map where if you play it standard as China, your chance of winning is going to be very tough, so you really need to do something creative here. And this is pretty creative, I'd say, from Domi.
Yeah, I don't think ExCaL would be expecting Elix, so he wouldn't be making Gats. Yeah, he's making Flamers.
Yeah, you don't expect an airfield against tank this early on. It's like almost unheard of. Yeah, there's gonna be one flamer going cross map, but the next unit is gonna be very important to see from ExCaL. It's an outpost here, and I think it's another outpost. There's the bunker. Looks, it's gonna deal with all of these flamers pretty easily. Yeah, it's a second outpost, and is it a Gatling now or flamers? Battlemaster. Ooh, that could be bad. And he's
Yeah,
not even caring about his base. He's just gonna go all in.
Yeah.
I think that's the right move, because you need to kill him right here and now. The only issue is Domi is gonna be pretty limited. I think that was another flamer Battlemaster, so you had to cancel it. Oh, it was a Gatling, never mind. I think it got delayed because of the power plant. Okay. There's another flamer here, and there's flamer galore in Domi's base right now. And
Basically a base trade.
yeah, it's a base race. ExCaL is gonna have a scaffold from Domi in his base. There's no Gatlings though from ExCaL, so it's basically over. There's no way that Domi loses his licks.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's this one scaffold. If Domi loses this scaffold, he loses the game and loses
Yeah.
the set. The question is, does ExCaL have a scaffold of his own? He actually doesn't. Oh, so he lost. Okay, wow.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
You
Okay.
have been
I
defeated.
thought he had a scaffold somewhere, but I guess not. Alright, that was actually a very, very clever win there from Domi. He took a trick from ExCal's playbook and went all in.
Oh, it's actually getting really interesting.
Mm-hmm. So 6-4 right now. Still match point, but
Hmm.
I like what Domi is doing. He's doing some more risky strategies at this point because he's realizing some
He
of
got
his
nothing to lose. Yeah.
strats were not working out. Got nuke laser on this map.
You have been defeated.
I don't think
Ooh.
Domi's gonna be very happy with this one.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a pretty bad matchup on a pretty hard map. Are there vetoes in this challenge?
Uh, there wasn't, but let's buy things up and say
Sh-
there is.
Sure.
Because to be honest, Nuke would never have a chance to win against Laser.
Yeah. Okay, so this matchup gets vetoed. Let's see if it gets something more even. That's still tough, but that's actually winnable. This is very winnable, I think.
Yep.
You have been defeated.
But it's not gonna be an easy win. It's not gonna be an easy win, I think. If Domi does win his China, he has to play very, very well.
Yeah.
So we got Domi as the Cyan China, the bottom left of Farmlands of the Fallen, and ExCaL as the purple demo on the top right of Farmlands of the Fallen. So you got 3 base supplies in this map. You got an oil here and an oil here, and likewise on the bottom side of the map. You got a load of supplies middle, and you have a load of supplies in the corners. The corners combined are actually the same value as these 2 supplies in the middle. So there's usually 2 setups where you either see a divide diagonally across the map, or you see a divide where one player has the whole middle, but the other has the corners. Dummy Beacon saying pro. And I'm not sure if I'm a fan of this build. He's going 3 supplies, and I think his idea is he's gonna go Gatlix here. Oh no, it's not a Gatlix, it's a
Bunker
Bunkerlix.
Licks.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
But he should at least kill one Flamer. He doesn't even have a War Factory there yet.
yeah. Although you can play Helixes only against GLAs. It
GLA.
is a very, very strong strat, but it's kind of tough to pull off.
Now he's building a War Factory there.
And he's going for the oils. I mean, this
He's a
is a
bit
bit greedy.
undecisive. Yeah, he's doing everything at once. I don't think this
Yeah.
is.
This is like he's getting all the toppings basically on his dessert, but I think ExCaL might eat his dessert before he gets to savor it. So we're gonna have to see very shortly. This tunnel needs to get denied here from ExCaL.
Yes. Yes.
And ExCaL's gonna save the worker inside as well, which is massive. There is still something inside of this technical. And I think it's a terrorist. And it is. He might get one truck. Gets one truck, but keep in mind, Domi is still on the 3 supplies. Yeah, I mean, this triple supply plus a oil grab build is very, very greedy.
Yeah.
Especially against GLA of all things. I think this is a bit too much from Domi. He's making a second war factory now, so he's gonna be trying to spam a lot of ground units here, which I like. He will secure this oil, but the problem is that GLA is taken over this supply already. And he actually does not really have much offensive pressure right now on ExCaL. ExCaL is actually going to gun this oil down, so Domi's not even going to have an oil to take on this side if he wants to. Quads are scaring the licks away, and they're going to see that this oil is captured, so that's going to be priority for ExCaL to clear up. I think this position still favors ExCaL here, to be honest. Because yes, you got 3 supplies and you got this oil early on, but your map control has been denied, and you haven't really pushed the GLA back at all. You kind of just let the GLA take over the middle for free, and basically decide the pacing of the game. This flamer dying was crucial because it means ExCaL can get this supply up comfortably. He's actually gonna go napalm flamer spam, which I think is the right move, but my concern is he's not really got a lot of units right now, and he's just kind of sending them one by one. So he's not really making a effective use of his flamers. Lots of quads out now.
Yeah, I think those flamers will die to quads.
I also do think if he's gonna go flamer spam like this, he should be mixing in bunker elixirs, because flamers with the flame wall can be very annoying for quad pops, so you just open up opportunities for bunker elixirs to clear up the map.
Agreed.
Domi's getting the oil refinery, 10% off all vehicles. And he's also getting the artillery platform here. He will actually clear up the middle, which is nice. So maybe Domi will expand to the middle with this dozer, or to the bottom right.
Yeah, the bottom right would be safer, I guess.
Yep. He still has the Gatlix, so he can escort his dozer pretty safely. He could actually airlift it with the dozer and get it there quicker, but he's microing elsewhere. I like what ExCaL's doing. He's mixing in scorpions now to deal with these flamers. Still, black napalm flamers do a lot of damage to scorpions, but this is a good answer, especially because Domi hasn't really invested into any more elixirs.
Yeah.
Domi's actually oh, I think he has a flamer inside of the slicks. Yeah, he does. Nice.
Oh, that's a nice move.
It's a good flamer drop, actually. He instantly denies the supply and kills the tunnel. ExCaL still has 3 supplies, and he's gonna get an oil. But this is good from Domi. He's actually playing this kind of well. Given the build order at the start, I wasn't a big fan of it, but he's making it work, which is good.
And he's now clearing ExCaL from the mate completely.
Garrison gets cleared up. And yeah, this is where I think having the bunker licks would be so useful. And yeah, as I say that, Domi is making a bunker licks, and I think a prop licks behind this, hopefully.
Yeah.
Because once you start seeing this many scorpions, it's always nice to have the bunker licks as a threat. So Domi's actually on 3 supplies soon, because this one's about to run out. He's got a command center, so he can actually call in carpet and artillery pretty soon. ExCaL is nowhere near a palace either. He's got 4 workers here, 4 workers here, 3 workers, and 5, but he's long distance collecting a little bit. So I think Domi's in a pretty good position right now.
Yeah.
He's made a lot of ECMs to try and probably disable the quads if he's gonna go for a Helix army. And I see a pop over here. Let's see. Alright, take care, Jundi. It was nice seeing you on the stream. No subliminal messaging just yet for the Helix. And there's a lot of ECMs. And he's bringing them over with the Helix. Yeah, there's a lot of quads in that tunnel.
Yeah.
ExCaL sending in a sneaky worker. He has radar. You can tell based off of the radar tower here.
Yeah. I don't think he's paying attention. The worker still got in and he's
Oh.
building a tunnel. Oh.
He's sending the red guards.
Red guards, yeah.
Lemon suggesting another flamer drop. I think at this point the flamer drop is very unlikely, since he has a lot of tunnels and a lot of quads in his tunnel at this point. Worker gets intercepted. ECM's deflecting the Stinger rockets.
That's a nice combo of army there, flamers, ECMs, and Lixes.
I think some Inferno cannons at this point would be really valuable.
Yeah,
Because you have Infernos getting defended by ECMs and Lixes. It's going to be very tough to approach them.
Domi's like slowly but surely like taking over the entire map.
Palace is complete and first market's being dropped. So now Domi's on a bit of a timer, because now these demo bikes are going to make it much harder to push. That's also the benefit of going mass ECM. You have something to instant disable.
Ooh.
No upgrade on the demo bike, so the explosion wasn't as bad. Carpet gets intercepted, so he used the artillery still there. But he's actually killing a garrison, I think, here. The Helixes, well, this is popped. And ExCaL's slowly creeping back into the middle. Oh, he's actually used it on the tunnel. It's level 1 artillery, so he's not gonna get a lot else done with it. Domi should think about trying to retake this middle spot here. Demo Jarman is out now. Big quad pop in the middle. And if I were ExCaL, I would have worker shoes very soon. And after that, I would get AP bullets pretty shortly, because AP bullets kind of counters everything China has. Yeah, I mean, Domi had a really good window in the mid game to sort of push in, but as the game is stagnating a little bit, I think it's slowly but surely falling out of his favor. Oh, ExCaL might get power here. If ExCaL gets power, this is extremely bad. But he's waiting for the Helixes to move out. Yeah, he's waiting patiently for the Helix to move away. Oh, he's going for it.
Yeah, he got it.
And he dropped the scaffold somewhere.
Yep, he got it.
There's
He
a
got the power
scaffold.
there. Yeah.
And now Domi is on code red, because if he doesn't move in to do something now, I think he's super done for. Domi's base is fully mined out as well. And yeah, I think this game went from what looked like a very strange start for Domi to Domi having a really good early game, and now ExCaL kind of retaking the mid game with power GLA.
Yep.
Carpet's gonna kill a few quads, which is nice, but there's still a lot of quads and tunnels, and yeah, he has AP bullets now. I mean, these Lixes are not gonna stand a chance. Even
Yeah,
if he
they're
goes in
there.
now, this is just gonna get cleared up with a couple tunnel pops like this. Gets a couple quads again. He might get the power, but there's still loads of quads left in tunnel.
Yeah.
And that's the Lix army cleared up. And that is Domi's chance of
GG.
winning. GG's well played. And that is the game set and match for ExCaL.
You have been defeated.
It was a good try for
Yeah.
Domi. He was doing a pretty good reverse comeback for a little bit, but yeah, in the end I think it was just decision making that messed them up a little bit there.
It was a very weird start from Domi. Like he was very undecisive on what to do. He built a barracks and then he built a war factory after he built already an airfield. So yeah, he made it work though at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'll see if ExCaL wants to do an interview.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Yep, ExCaL agreed to an interview, so I will just get him.
Yeah, add him.
Where is he? There we go. So let me add ExCaL. There we go.
Hello.
Hello. Well played
Hey.
there.
Thank you. How are you two getting on? You enjoy that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep, we
Yeah.
had a great time here.
Nice.
So, do you have any questions for Somewhere before I ask any questions?
Yeah. First of all, like GG, well played.
Thank you.
And I wanted to ask not the past set, but the previous set. I think you were overwhelmed by the aggressiveness of Domi, or what was there? Because one of the games also from Domi when he quitted, when he said like GG and then he quitted as well. Did you expect that from Domi or not?
Oh, the Sand
Because
Scorpion one. Yeah.
yeah, because from our point of view, when we were watching, it wasn't a loss yet, at least. So we were expecting Domi to just say GG and go out of the game.
Well, I felt, and you guys can tell me, I felt like he didn't have a palace though. Did he have a palace in that game when I was pushing with emperors?
No.
That's so when I was tank. That's the one where.
Yeah, he didn't have a
Yeah.
palace yet.
Yeah, so I just think he sort of knew he wouldn't hold the emperor, especially with ECMs. I mean, you could of course hope for a lucky TT or something. But I think he tried a base rush, and I had some units to hold it. So I think he just thought that was over. And I did think I would win if he didn't have a palace. I was hoping he didn't have a palace, and yeah. So
Yeah.
I think that's why. Yeah.
I think his push though didn't really make sense without a palace because he kind of just walked into your ECMs and he saw that you had an ECM in your base with the dozer hunt. So I was kind of surprised that he just kind of went Rambo with scorpions there. I feel like if he just either cockroached around the map or played super defensive and waited till palace, then he was more than okay.
I think it's one of those he just sort of, because I was hunted, he just hoped like he could get on top of my main base production there, and if he does, then it definitely is getting very difficult for me to win because the emperors are so slow. But I managed to get an emperor out in my main base, so yeah, he wasn't going to break that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the game in particular that really stood out to me too was the melting snow game, the one where he went for the all-in as China. I was very surprised that he actually managed to make that work because I think I noticed it as well. You had a unit queued up that wasn't a Gatling and you had to cancel it, I think, in the
Yeah,
top war
yeah.
factory.
I rally scouted, and I think he fooled me because I saw 2 supplies there. But I guess he put a scaffold
No, it was his
down.
war factory actually that
Oh,
was
was
there.
it? Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So nicely done because I assumed he was just doing 2 supply 2 war factory, and yeah, I needed an extra gat or 2 out, but didn't react quite properly, and he executed it well. So yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself there was no way this was gonna work, but yeah, I always get fooled whenever I see tank get helixed. Like I always get fooled by that.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely took me off guard, and I don't mind it because I think if you just play straight up on that map, it's very, very difficult to win. So I don't mind that sort of idea to try something a bit funky, and it worked for him. I liked it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any other questions, Omar?
Nope. Just thank you so much for the games in GG. Well played.
Yeah, I think there was some really nice ones in there. I think game 2 and 3 were particularly funky. The make China Imp and the Imp Helix versus Stealth that sort of transitioned into a normal game. They were, I think, 2 very nice games
Oh yeah,
in the set. Yeah,
I like those ones in particular as well.
Yeah.
I thought you'd like those ones. You
Mm-hmm.
you like
There
that?
were a lot of like mini comebacks from both sides, which were very, very exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
yeah.
those.
I actually had to just sort of calm down a bit because when he won that v China game, I'm thinking, oh hello, this is a big comeback now. So yeah, needed to compose myself, but I did get a better army in the end. Demo against v China on the last map, but I think v China can do something there. It's not a
Hmm.
totally
Yeah.
imbalanced matchup, but
It,
yeah, I think if Demo plays pretty clean, I think Demo should win really.
yeah, I was saying this. I was saying China actually had a very good chance, but Domi had a very weird build order, in my
Okay,
opinion, which was essentially he went for triple supply airfield with a oil grab and a Gatlix and a quick war factory.
right,
Which,
super greedy.
yeah, I mean, it's basically getting all the ice cream toppings on one, but you're not really having a chance to savor the ice cream if someone else takes it from you, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I normally go a bit greedy myself, but after losing to that all in, I actually went for a bit of a vivid that game. I just was like so standard, just wanted to be safe against stuff and then react to whatever I saw. So that's why I was on 2 supplies because I didn't want to like lose a game by going greedy if he was all inning me or something. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
I mean, at the end
yeah,
of the day, like, if you're ahead, I think the best thing you can do is just play standard, because you don't need to overcomplicate it. Like, you can just play the game standard, and even if your opponent does something that catches you off guard, you still have the standard build order, so you're fine.
yeah, yeah. But chat is also saying thank you a lot to Omar, and I will echo that. So yeah, thank you for this challenge and for both casting. I'll watch this back, Marika. That'll be fun to check out.
Mm-hmm. We peaked at, I think, 200 viewers at one point, which I think is a record high for
Is
me.
that your record? Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Excellent.
it was
Yeah,
enjoyable.
good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thanks again. I shall head off for now. But yeah, GG's well played, and thanks for the challenge.
All right.
All right,
Thank you so much, guys. It was very entertaining games.
Good stuff.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Mercar. Thank you, ExCaL.
You're welcome.
No
All right.
worries.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Have a good one.
Thank you too. Cheers. Bye bye.
Have a good one. Take care, Omar. And with that, I shall sign off the stream. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Um, and I think I will probably be signing off. I might see if there's a challenge going around. If there is a challenge, I'll probably play a shorter challenge, but I'll give it a couple minutes. If there is anything, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, I'll just wait a few minutes, and if nothing comes up, I'll probably end the stream. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm just checking right now to see if there's anything coming up. Let me see. Nope, it doesn't look like there's any other challenges, so I shall probably sign off for now. So, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and take care.